My name is Stephanie Britt, and roughly 1 year ago, I lost my job due to COVID, and my world just got turned upside down.
My name is Joanna Mota, and I attend Free Chapel in Orange County. I developed a really rare and life-threatening blood disorder. I was hospitalized for about 2 months.
The doctors and the surgeons came out and basically expressed to me that my wife had passed away.
My name is Rebecca Haley.
My name is Brandon Haley.
We were headed towards divorce. We had crashed our family, and it almost took my life.
The suicidal thoughts that I thought I had left back in 2015 came back. I felt like the enemy just telling me, hey, Joanna, like you should just end it before your sickness does.
I lost my housing because I just couldn't afford my rent anymore. Unemployment was so backed up at the time that I didn't even get anything till about 7 months later.
The enemy would come against me a lot of times and tell me it was my fault because, what if you would have took her to the doctor sooner? The time afterwards, I couldn't get out of the bed, literally, without praying.
I was sitting at a kitchen table one night, drunk, and I was writing goodbye letters to all 3 of our kids and a goodbye letter to him, apologizing for our marriage failing. And God spoke to me at a kitchen table that night and said, if you'll go to sleep now, you'll live to see tomorrow.
And I kept fighting and I kept standing on God's promise that he was not done. He didn't let me go the first time, so he wasn't going to let me go now.
What the world would think is crazy or out of your mind, I felt like I was in my right mind because I was continuously seeking Christ regardless of the circumstances that I had against me.
I didn't know where things were going to come from, but I would, randomly get a check in the mail early for my birthday, or somebody would Venmo me, or someone would buy me dinner or groceries. So this whole time I'm stressing out and I'm angry with God because I just felt like he left. And I see that he was sustaining me the whole time.
I asked God, if you let me get my wife back, I'll let it start with me by being obedient. And you put the pieces back together, and I'm serious about my walk with you. The stuff that me and my wife went through, a lot of couples in today's culture doesn't come back from.
He's changed me a lot. I no longer use substances I shouldn't be using, or get into trouble, or live a really reckless and selfish life.
So I took a phone call, and the next day I had an interview, and the day after that, they offered me the job. And what's crazy about it is they are offering double of what I was making before I got let go due to COVID. Again, it's still a daily struggle, but I see that there's hope. And I'm so humbled by that because I realized that I didn't do anything for that. The only thing I did was hold on.
And then we got baptized together, and Brandon lost it. Lost it in the pool, crying hysterically. If it wasn't for my wife praying for me, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah, I tried to hold it together, but just the minute I looked at Jentezen, I lost it.
And we've been running 100 miles an hour together as a team ever since.
I'm thankful for Jesus' sacrifice, especially when you think about the Easter celebration, because as soon as I found out my wife was no longer here with us, the scripture came to mind: to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And I knew that had he not made that sacrifice for us then, she wouldn't have that experience. Now, just knowing that made me appreciate this season a lot more.
But I always think back to what his ultimate sacrifice was, and it was him when he was on the cross. Everything that I had to struggle with is never going to be anything compared to what he's done for us.